y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily if you're new here, and I would love it if you guys stick around by subscribing. So as you can tell, this is obviously isn't my normal filming. I am in my boyfriend's truck and you can possibly hear him in the background because he's on the phone, but I wanted to hop on and go ahead and film this video for you guys today. So as you can tell by the title, we did purchase property. It was supposed to be only rental property, so renting purposes, but things did take a turn. So this wasn't something that was just we woke up one day and we're like, okay, we're gonna go buy a property. This is something that has been in works probably since March. We did originally start working with realtors, but I kid you not, it was the worst experience ever. In our situation, we contacted about 3 or 4 realtors and they would literally drop us like within 3 or 4 days. And it wasn't something that we did wrong or they did wrong really. It was more just they weren't really finding what we were asking for. Like, we had our set price that we wanted to spend, because originally we were just looking for property. We were looking between an acre or 2, and we kind of wanted it semi-clear just to make it a little bit easier. But they would literally just find literally in the middle of nowhere, filled with trees, and it would be like 3 or 4 acres, and they were just finding things that wasn't what we wanted. And we also wanted it to have I think it's called septic, and I don't know, I guess easy access or not easy access, scratch that. Basically, we set our budget, what we were looking for, or around to what we were looking for, specific areas, and they would, so the first day we'd talk, they'd send us a couple leads. We'd be like, no, not that, this or that, and then we'd also send them properties that we'd find, and once we'd ask them to look into it a little bit more, get us more detail, get us in contact with the, I guess, the buyer or the realtor, we would literally hear nothing back ever. So with that being said, I would like reach out probably on the 3rd or 4th day, and they'd just be like, oh, I haven't had time, I do this, I do that, which I understand. They have other clients who are new to them, but I felt like we weren't taking serious as clients. I don't know if our age has anything to do with it. I feel like people younger than us might buy property. I don't know. I mean, I'm 23, Octavio's 24, my boyfriend. I don't think that had anything to do with it, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like we weren't taking serious, and that's why it took so much longer to find what we were looking for. So we dropped the realtors. We were like, forget this, like, they're not doing what we're asking for, they're not being helpful. So that was back in like March, April, May, maybe around May, June is when we started getting the realtors involved. Then we dropped them, and then Octavio kind of started finding things on his own, because at that point I was tired of looking for properties, so he kind of left it up to him to find whatever he wanted in the price point and in whatever location we thought was best for us. A couple months later, probably around, let me see, July, August, September, I had a friend, actually September. At this point I still haven't had a job. I graduated in May, and it was really hard to find a job, obviously, with everything going on. And I had a friend that was moving on to another company, and so she recommended me for the position that she was leaving behind. So I took the interview. I got the job, luckily. As I mentioned in my last video, I have a full-time position now, but this job was an hour from where I currently live. So now, what month are we in? We're in November, so I've been at this job for like 2 months now, and I've been driving every day, an hour to get to work and like an hour and 15 minutes to get back home because of traffic, which really sucks. So I decided to ask Octavio if we should get an apartment. So we spent about 2 weeks, or maybe I spent longer, looking into apartments that was halfway between work and halfway between our family, because our family lives more on like the countryside and then I was looking to meet in the middle because my job is in the city. And so, excuse me, and so I looked for about a good 2-3 weeks apartments that like fit the needs that I was looking for and within a budget that we were trying to keep. And then we finally went to tour a couple places, and we had narrowed down to where we wanted to live. So our initial plan was to get an apartment so I could be closer to home and still get the property as for renting purposes, so we could get another source of income, and that way it could help us also pay for the apartment, just because I really wanted to be closer to work. And now this past Saturday we toured the apartment again, basically finalizing what unit we wanted to live in. And after we got the price, because we were originally going to go with a cheaper unit, and then we decided to go with something that was I think like $100 more, and we were fine with that. And then we got that, what the unit was going to cost, and then we were going to see how much electricity was, how much water was, how much the internet would be. We had to pay a renter's insurance, and I feel like something else, but I can't think of it. Oh, there was like a fee that we had to pay within the apartment for pest control and valet trash and all this stuff, and these weren't optional. This was something that we had to pay monthly, which was like $60 a month. And it wasn't always like, we weren't always going to be using pest control monthly, which we thought was really dumb that we had to pay that monthly. And also we had to pay to get access into the garage. I think it was like $80 per car. And I don't know if I've ever said it, but I have my own car, obviously, but my boyfriend has, at the time when we were looking at everything, he had a Mustang and a truck, and he just bought another truck, but he also has a motorcycle, so he has all these extra vehicles. He wasn't planning on taking all of them, of course, but he was planning on taking at least 2. And we were just like, this is dumb. Like, why are we gonna pay $80 just to have access to the garage? Like, we might as well park on the street. But we took into consideration everything, and we decided that we weren't going to get the apartment anymore. So yeah, that's where we're at. We decided not to get the apartment, which is going to save us a lot of money in the end. I think it'd be close to $20,000 a year. And we honestly also decided not to get the apartment because we wouldn't know where to go from there, because we would obviously live in the apartment for a year. But then we thought, what's next? What are we gonna do after that? Like, are we gonna rent again, or are we gonna get a house? Like, we have this property, why don't we live in this property for a little bit? Oops, there's a bug. But yeah, that was our biggest thing that we came to realize. Like, we just spent, or Octavia spent more money on buying the property, and it's a fixer-upper. Not that much. I think the biggest things that we have to do is install new floor, paint the walls, just because that's what we want to do, and I forgot what it's called, like the molding, not molding, I don't know, something in the house. There's like big 3 things that is the only thing that it needs. Everything else, the house came with appliances, everything's new. The guy that owned this prior, he had just changed everything out and then decided to sell. But yeah, we came back to what I was saying. I think we decided that it just made more sense for us to live here for a year. It's paid off. We're not making payments. The only thing we're gonna have to pay for is water and electricity and internet. That's it. So that will, like, we're gonna be here for a year, maybe 2 years, and then hopefully buy our dream home. Like I said, we are young, and this is just something that we have been wanting to do for a really long time, buying property and setting it up for rent, because this is something that my boyfriend's parents does, and I know his siblings kind of want to do the same thing, and Octavio has always wanted to do it too. So yeah, we decided to live on our new property. The funny thing is, it's still in the country. Like I told them, like, man, we tried to leave the country and the country didn't let us leave. But honestly, I'm excited. It wasn't something that I necessarily wanted to do, move like like stay around home and a little bit further from work, but honestly it's fine. I mean, gas is kind of cheap right now. Octavio said he'll help me with gas. We actually bought the property next to my parents' house. I don't really know how everything's set up, but I think it's by lots, and my parents bought the lots over. I think it's 3 or 4 lots, which equals out to like 3.5 acres. But our land is an acre. Sorry, this sounds kind of weird. Our land is an acre, and it came with the mobile home at a great price. So we're very excited. This is just the beginning of many, hopefully many properties that we'll get and set up for rent. But eventually we will have our dream home. This is just the beginning. Like my dad said, don't try to live above our means, which is true. We're not trying to overdo ourselves. I still have my student debt that I have to pay, and it just makes sense for us to be able to save our money, or like live here rent free because this place is paid off, and just save our money for the next year or next year and a half and buy our dream home that we want for that time, and just go from there. After all my story time, I did get a couple images of the house before Octavio took out the ground. That's what it is here. Before he took out the flooring. And next is, I think we're gonna paint the ceiling, and then paint the walls, and then install the floor, and then we should move in. I'm hoping this will probably take about a month, I hope, but it just depends on the people that we hire to get the job done. But yeah, enjoy the next couple clips of the before. I'll probably film a little bit right now of how it looks now, trying to give you an idea of how I want to set things up, but also I want to make videos of our progress in the house, just for memories for us and to share with you guys, because it is a little bit of a fixer-upper, but we're also gonna make it as homey as possible. And I don't know, I really enjoy like decorating videos or lifestyle videos, and I know my channel doesn't really specify as to what I do. I started with like school, and then like makeup, and then like me moving out of college, and then what else did I do? Like I started making my custom things, and I hope you guys really enjoy those. I see people, I get a couple followers every week, and just let me know why you guys follow me or what you want to see more of. If you want to see any home updates, and oh god, that's there's a bug in here, I'm sorry. But yeah, on that note, let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see, if you're excited about the home updates. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy the next couple clips of the updates, and let's just get into that. Hey y'all, so I am currently editing the video right now, but I realized I didn't specify how we ended up getting the property. So like I said, we didn't have a really good experience with realtors, so Octavio started doing his own research. But like I previously mentioned, my parents live on the lots next door, and so they knew the guy that was getting ready to sell the property, and my stepdad ended up telling Octavio about it, so that's how he got the property. It wasn't even listed, and it was owner to owner, cash deal, so it was super quick and easy. The guy was really cool. Everything got done within a week. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that and put that in the video because I didn't specify how we ended up finding and getting this property. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video of our new home project, and if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments down below why you follow me. Do you follow me for like the custom stuff, just in general? just to see what I do. But I feel like my channel doesn't, like I said, it doesn't specify to a certain type of video, so I'm trying to work on that. Probably like home, lifestyle, and then like custom stuff if that's what y'all are into. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.